the sketch for better understanding. So, if you look at this tree, a Bodhi tree is composed of different vegetation over it. And when I first walked into this garden, I took my phone and scanned the tree. It did not show it as Bodhi tree, and I asked what's the reason. Generally, the Bodhi tree, how do I say, trunk or the branches should be in that pale brown color, but then here it is overlaid with soil, other decomposed matter and everything. And this is actually a reason where these ferns, when they pollinated these spores from different locations through wind and rain, they actually choose a place where that satisfies all the conditions, like it needs a moist condition and it needs it don't act as a parasite on the tree. It actually takes nutrients from the decomposed matter that situated between that tree layers. So that is what I wanted to represent in this thing. So this is the Bodhi tree, and this is the bird nest fern, which is seen on the top. And this looks like a climber, but it's actually a different kind of fern. These two actually tend to grow on trees. And these are the roots. Since a Bodhi tree has aerial roots, I kind of represent it with aerial roots. So if you look at this thing, this is the section of this thing. So this is the normal bark, and if the tree tends to expand over some time,
That way.
yeah. If the tree tend to expand over some time, this is the old bark chipping off, and this is where all the soil, dust and everything accumulates over here, and the fern starts growing. If you see the white patches on that bark, it's generally called as lichens, and when I first I thought it's something bad to the tree, but it actually absorbs carbon dioxide, and it actually tells us in general the air quality in the surroundings is very good. So all together combine and acts as an ecosystem together in a tree itself. So that is what I found interesting, and I represented. And this is a different kind of fern. Why I depicted it separately, because it can grow on land as well as on tree barks when they get suitable conditions. So these mostly tend to grow on tree barks and moist surfaces, between undulated surfaces. Yeah, one more interesting thing is when you generally look at any bark, it will be kind of straight and smooth. But here, the structure of Bodhi tree itself is giving that place to create that ecosystem because of that undulation in the surface. So that is why I have given different things, and this color is the tree of original thing, and this is the accumulated thing. So that is it.
I think it's very nice that it's like a study model of the Bodhi tree, because we keep saying Bodhi tree, and then it's like very important, but we don't really know like what are the processes that is going on within the tree. So I thought it's a very nice and interesting study model of not just the tree itself and the leaf cycles, but also what are the different other plants that is hosting. And I like that you did